sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carter with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run with Carter. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Carter again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rosen. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action here with Rosen. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. The touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Going quickly out wide to Moore.
I thought the Jets had a really impressive draft in 2021. They took quarterback Zach Wilson at 2. Got line help with Elijah Vera-Tucker after they traded with Minnesota at 14. And then went and grabbed this man, Elijah Moore from Ole Miss, with the 2nd pick of round 2. Plenty of targets to go around, a fairly thin receiving core now. And Elijah Moore, so explosive, picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit. This offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson going to give to Carter on the option. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now Rosen. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw is Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
On third down, Wilson. Room past the 20. They find some open field here. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
They'll run on first down. It's Carter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He completes it to Ridley. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Fuller run show Fatukasi. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Wilson. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wilson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Wilson. And he's He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie things at 20. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or intercept.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there in overtime. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Again, he finds more. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick here is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Play action here with Rosen.
That's caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Rosen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Rosen. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, and it's caught.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Jets, they move a step